In this assembly video, we cover the 3 types of height adjustment options available for the ElevaTek workstation. Manual or electric systems, which are assembled the same way, and the crank system, which has a few specific assembly steps. For assembly, you'll need the following tools. Step 1. EF10 frame. We start by assembling the EF10 frame, the central component of the ElevaTek workstation. First, slide the column's mounting plates onto the left and right ends of the frame. Here, the column mounting plate is positioned for a cantilever column. The frame is pre-drilled to facilitate assembly of all components. All assembly hardware is included and clearly identified. Of course, you should always have your assembly guide to hand. Assemble the frame parts by screwing the 4 corners together. Once the EF10 frame is assembled, we can now proceed to install the columns. Step 2. Columns assembly. Here, we are assembling an ElevaTek workstation with electric lifting system. Before starting assembly, insert the wire into the notch under the column. For manual or electric columns, place washers before screwing. There are no washers for the crank system. Screw the columns onto the frame, 4 screws per column screwing into the previously installed mounting plate. This sliding nut must be installed at the highest point on the back of the column. Place the set screw in the center to secure the sliding nut. The sliding nut will later be used to secure the stringer in place. Step 3. Stringer assembly. The stringer is a component that ensures the lateral stability of the ElevaTek workstation and must be installed on the sliding nut previously installed at the rear of the columns. Step 4. Foot assembly. Here's a stationary foot fitted with leveling glides by default. The screws are inserted directly into the column's aluminum profile. Here's a mobile foot fitted by default with 3-inch swivel casters with brake. Stationary or mobile, the assembly is the same, although the shape of the legs is very different. Step 5. Work surface installation. If the workstation is fitted with uprights, install the uprights before installing the work surface. See Step 9. 2 people are needed to turn the table over. Lock the casters before assembling the work surface. Note that surfaces are available in several different materials. All the surfaces are pre-drilled for an easier installation. Tapping screws are required to secure the surface on the EF10 frame. Chapters 6a and 6b illustrate the specific assembly differences between the components of the electric lift system and those of the crank lift system. Step 6a. Assembly of electrical components. Control unit assembly. Secure the control unit to the pre-punched frame using the 2 screws supplied. Then connect the cables in the order shown here. Controller assembly. Using a mallet and a punch, First, remove the square knockout in the EF10 frame. Then pass the controller cable through the square hole. The controller attaches to the left or right of the ElevaTek workstation. Pre-drill under the work surface with a 1/8 drill bit for optimal installation. Step 6B. Hydraulic pump assembly. The first step is to install the hydraulic pump support. Next, the pump is mounted on its support. Finally, fit the crank handle in place and bend it to prevent it protruding from the workstation. The following steps show you how to assemble the EF20 upright support and the EU table structure. Please note that this structure can only be installed on cantilever legs. Chapters 7A and 7B illustrate the particularities of EF20 upright support assembly for electric or cranked lifting systems. Step 7A. EF20 upright support. Electric lifting system. The EF20 support allows EU uprights to be added to an ElevaTek workstation with cantilever legs. The uprights are easily positioned across the entire width of the support. Channels are provided to conceal wires. The EU structure must be assembled before installing the surface. First, secure the sliding nut in the column groove. Pay attention to the position of the spacer bar. Ensure it is installed on the inside of the EF20 upright support ends. The arrows on the parts must be pointing outwards. Step 7B. EF20 upright support. Crank lifting system. Installation of the upright support differs slightly from workstations with electric or manual lifting systems. Pay attention to the position of the spacebar. For electric and manual workstation, this bar is positioned on the outside of the EF20 upright support ends. Now turn the bench over. 2 people are needed for this operation. Lock the casters before assembling the work surface. To install the EF20 upright supports to the frame, remove the knockouts along the back of the frame. Then place the 5 mounting plates on the frame, with the arrows pointing upwards. Now simply place the upright support on the back of the frame without securing it. Then slide each of the mounting plates between the EF20 support and the frame. Make sure the holes are aligned so you can insert the mounting bolts later. Once in place, the arrows on the mounting plates must point upwards. You can now attach the upright support. Screw the upright support into the mounting plates you just installed in the frame. Step 8. Assembling the uprights. First, we'll prepare the EU10 uprights on the outside of the bench. Insert the mounting bar inside the upright. Then install the clamp blocks without tightening them completely. Before assembling the center upright, remove the knockouts located at the top and bottom of both uprights. Assemble the center upright by securing 2 EU10 uprights together at each end. Tighten securely. Simply slide the uprights into the support without securing them. Then attach the support end caps on the left and right. These end caps hide the upright support ends. We'll now finish assembling the uprights. First, screw in the uprights without tightening completely. Install the EP30 upright crossmember at the top of the bench frame and lock them into place. The crossmember should determine the right width between uprights. Before fully tightening the components, check that the measurements are correct. To complete the assembly of the EU bench frame, all that remains is to attach the end caps. Now, place the work surface of your choice on your ElevaTek bench. You can review this section in Step 5, Work Surface Installation. If you have any questions about the ElevaTek workstation, please contact our customer service department.